Hi guys, it is really late or really early in the morning depending on how you look at it. I'm having some peppermint herbal tea. Yum. My favorite. I just came from seeing Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton's version, and it was nice. It was a magical, colorful, whimsical ride. So if you're into that sort of thing, into the fantasy genre, you will enjoy it. There were a lot of kids too. It's kid friendly, so it's not like some of the other Tim Burton stuff where you know it's kind of on the creepy side. Definitely dark humor in it, So yeah, I just thought I'd share that review with you really quick. But what I wanted to talk about was, the art of allowing. Surrender, letting go. That may sound like different topics, but actually they're all interrelated, they're all linked, and it's pretty much the same concept. I was just thinking about it because kind of watching myself and how I've handled things, with my career and everything, and then watching other people and how they handle it. And I think that drive is really good. I mean, drive, I'm one of the most tenacious people you'll ever meet. Tenacity, perseverance, focus. I'm like about as focused as a sharpshooter. All of those things are really good characteristics. But I think that just like with anything else, if you get too extreme with something, it can become counterproductive and can become a negative for you. Yeah. I'm talking about pushing too hard. When you push too hard, it's no longer a positive thing where you're still allowing things to come to you. It becomes where it appears like there's almost a sense of desperation. And desperation is not attractive. Desperation doesn't look good. Nobody likes it. It actually pushes people away. So there comes a point where you recognize, you know what, I've done all the work, I've worked my butt off, I've done what I needed to do, I have the talent, I'm confident in myself, I have the faith in the universe, God, whatever you want to call the higher powers that be out there, if you believe in that kind of thing, which I do, to just let it go. You have to get to a certain point where you have to let it go. And that's one of the most difficult lessons I've ever had to learn, that concept of letting go. But it's also the most valuable. And I'm not perfect. I mean, I have to pretty much relearn it every day. It's something that I have to constantly work on. But it's definitely worth it if you can figure that out, because once you start just letting go and letting things start flowing, it really does happen. This year, we're not even through the first quarter yet, and 2010 is already better than 2009 ever was. 2009 was rough. I think for everybody, it was pretty rough. So, it's flowing, and I'm allowing it, and things are great. How is my phone ringing at 1, 2 something in the morning? Anyhow, sorry for that interruption. So yeah, that's just kind of what I wanted to talk about, was just, not getting too obsessive about things. There comes a point where you have to let things go and not allow yourself to get to that point of desperation where you're just, I think it was an Abraham Hicks teaching that explained it really well. And it says that, the power of intent and of desire is such that if you put it out there just once, you think the thought, you set it out there, and you let it go, and you never think on it again. Nothing good, nothing bad, you just don't think on it at all. It'll happen for you. It'll come to fruition. It'll manifest. And the problem comes in when we can't let it go. We put it out there, but then we worry on it, and we think on it, and what else can I do, and what haven't I done, and what more can be done, and when is it going to happen, and all of those kind of things are actually negative pushing against the positive, and what happens is you put it out there, but you're counteracting it, and so you're stagnant. You're stale in the water. You're stuck in the middle. And that's basically what I was doing to myself all of 2009. Until I realized, you know, I have to actually just start having faith that I've done what I need to do, start enjoying the journey more, just be happy, knowing it's already here, and letting it flow. And seems to be working. So yeah, I think it's an important concept for people to really grasp, not just in showbiz or Hollywood, but I think in any walk of life. You know, that's something we can all get easily caught up in that, and once you let go of that, I used to think too that was a sign of weakness, but really when you understand it better, you come to understand that surrender and letting go, it really takes a lot of courage. Faith takes courage, confidence in yourself, letting go and letting the universe do its job. That takes a lot of courage. It's not a sign of weakness at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. So that seems to have really helped me once I just, you know, not only understand it, but try to practice it every day, that concept. So life is good. I hope all is well for you. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my tea and the rest of my Oscars weekend. The Oscars is tomorrow. I'm still deciding what I'm going to do, but that's another video. Alright guys, have a good night. Mwah.